That was good. No, the last chapter was not the end of UA passing the exam, as we are still going through with the rest of the characters. However, chapter 108 did prove that we like to see more of a character progression, even the ones that usually take it as a joke, like Ayama. I thought this was a pretty enjoyable chapter that really ties in with the whole everybody stick together, everybody always have a way to become a hero, nobody should pay the sacrifice. This was a really well done chapter. The beginning of the chapter was rather interesting. One of them is obviously, since it has been hinted by Bakugo that Shindo was put in a front and he has been showing his real color, that he really knows how to take advantage of the situation into his own hand in a selfish manner way. Now it just shows you that, of course, he's not really all goody two-shoe as everybody expected. And Bakugo already gave you that hint, so it's not a real surprise. It's just only confirming what we all already think of him. Other interesting part is the Bakugo. He's not coming out as a rowdy guy with an idiotic mind. He's more of a rowdy guy when he gets into the battle, when he gets to the phase of becoming a hero, when it gets to the moment of settling down. That's where he's really shined as a smart guy. And that's one of the things that redeem his characters. I know a lot of fans do not like those kind of characters that just all rowdy and idiotic because they get tired of them. I don't mind them so long they have a limit. With Bakugo, he has that redemption of his character by being a smart guy and obviously knows there's more than meets the eye. With the case of Deku telling him that he has this borrowed power, the fact he utilizing the way that he is making it into his own, you already get the extended idea that Bakugo has been looking out Deku for a while, treating him like an actual opponent. This was a nice tidbit to see what could go down in the later future with the development between Deku and Bakugo. It's not to say that Bakugo will turn bad. It shows you the rivalry are going to get heated up, as well as Bakugo is going to get some idea that Deku obtained that power from All Might. This chapter is all about the characterization that was really well done. Ida shows how much he is worthy to be a class representation. It shows you how much he cares about his friends, how much he cares about everybody getting their dreams come true. Ayama was already paying a sacrifice. I really thought this was a really good chapter for him to get the development. They're not really letting these characters just to remain as a joke characters. They're really going to have them to get some development. Whether they are part of the main story relevant, it's still nice to see other characters to get a little bit more story out of them. Ayama has that ability with that belt, with that beam, and it kind of tells you that in some way it's not really all that heroic, because it is something that is more of a like a special tools that he just only could do, and he could just smile. There is more to his character, as he is a guy that actually is heartbroken. The fact that he really wants to be a hero, and the only way he can do it is with that belt buckle, and he could just shoot a beam. Every other character has that real ability. There's something that really stands out much more than he does, so you could tell he feel hurt that he's not really part of them, and instead wants to pay the sacrifice. The character display in this chapter was really handled well. They really are consistent, showing what they are. Ida being a class representation, as well as have his own quirk, as Ayama is a guy who has a front, looks happy, but he knows he's a bit hurt. What makes his beam stands out is that it's not just the ability to shoot, rather it his ability to actually give the signal to the entire classmate in order to get to that location. So it has a great way of to say that every quirk means something, rather than some quirks just don't mean at all and they could just be a sacrificial limb, as that's what Aoyama was going to go with. It went with the idea that it can be used as a signal, it can be used as something that could really come through as a team. It has a nice teamwork in this chapter. It only tells me that I think I wanted to see more of cooperative fighting, more so than a solo fighting in this series. At least it balanced out well when it comes to getting a different type of action when we get 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 2-on-3, whatever. And that's what captivated me to continue reading this series, because it just have a lot of different variety of ways of showing that everybody means something and they don't have to be a fighter. They don't have to go one-on-one combat. Everybody has their own role. It really has a good teamwork with all UA come together. Ida just proves that his words are true and Aoyama just give it a second thought, and then that's where every UA characters has passed. The whole entire UA students passing in the first exam doesn't really bother me. It is kind of funny how this one, it kind of rubs it in just to show you like, hey, we're all passed and that's what you have to deal with. I don't mind this. Maybe I would start being bothered if they were to keep passing through and through, even though that's not going to be possible as it goes narrowed down on the result. I do believe they are building up to that moment where their students are not going to pass, and that's where everything is going to be like, oh crap, not everyone has to pass, and that's upsetting. So if they build that way, it's actually more of a benefit than it's rather a bothersome, as people don't want every student to pass, but I do think it is going to benefit more so than harm it. I do like the artwork with the whole landscape being destructive, the whole power of the doves detail. There's a lot of good details in this chapter. I really like how you just see Aoyama all in doubt without having a happy face he always put up. You can see more of his character, shows you that he's actually pretty hurt inside. I also like the comedy usage of the artwork. Visible Girl just flashed something. It kind of makes you wonder, what exactly did she do to do that? It's subtle and it works really well, especially with the one in the group shot that I show you. That is priceless. I almost missed it until I really get a second glance, and it's really clever how good. Overall, this chapter was pretty enjoyable. I really like the characterization, as it shows that My Hero Academia has a strength to show these characters more than just slapsticks. You see more cool teamwork. You see a lot of good developments for the characters that's minor. At least they presented a story that you could relate in some way. It has some good tidbits in the beginning that you really kind of know of, but some of them are actually interesting to see. And the ending is finally confirms that the exam 2 is on the way. It has a destruction environment with saving the people, as I called it from the last chapter. They are going to save the citizens. I know there's not many of story progression, I understand that, but I really enjoyed this chapter because of the characters. If the characters weren't getting any out of this one, I would think this chapter would be okay or decent. Again, it shows the strengths and I can't deny it. Chapter 108 gets a 8. At least we know that Shiketsu High Girl is still around, and we're probably going to get to see more of her because she is really entertaining. We're probably going to end up seeing Inasa as well. He's probably going to go crazy against the UA, since he really didn't take that news well at all, let alone the fact that one of his classmates didn't even pass. We'll see how that's going to go down. My thoughts are told. Don't let yours on hold. Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel, and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.